What's up, guys? It's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. Today we are going to have a brief look at some Weakauras you can use for Naxxramas. Naxxramas is coming out tomorrow at 2300 in European time. Of course, I have found some useful Weakauras you can use. In this video I will go through them one by one and show you how they work and how you can change them if you would like to do that as well. Hopefully these will be really helpful for you and your raid team in Naxxramas so you can progress even faster in there. As always, a sub, a like and a comment down below would greatly appreciate it. I do also stream on Twitch. Come check me out, let's hang out. Anyways, let's get into it. So let's have a look at the Weakauras we can use in Naxxramas. The first one, as you all know, is Consumables for raid. Basically, I've changed it so it fits Naxxramas and I've reduced it on AQ because you basically only need 2 frost oil and your mount for AQ moving forward. Should you have the need to change it, I'll show you in a bit how to do that. Anyways, Consumables for raid, we have the classic consumes, sunfruit, dense dynamite, in case you don't use holy water every time. Elemental sharpening stones will be used on 2 out of 15 bosses, elixirs, flask, faps, all the regular stuff. For Naxxramas, I suggest to bring down costs on poison spells. You should use the normal anti-venom. You should get the strong anti-venom, the powerful anti-venom, and of course the expensive one, elixir of poison resistance. The venoms, all 3 have different cooldowns, and I suggest you make a macro that is like this. Use anti-venom first, the cheap one, second cheapest, third cheapest, and the most expensive one. Anyway, for the rest of it, if you get consecrated sharpening stones, remember to farm those. The event will be out for at least a week starting on Thursday, and you will need around 140 as alliance for 6 months of raiding, 3 hours a week of raiding, and you will need half that as a horde because you have Wind Fury. As for the rest of the consumes, we will use all protection potions, arcane, fire, frost, nature, shadow. I would at least recommend this for the first couple of raid clears just in case. If you want to know which bosses you can use these potions at, check the link up top to the right and I'll explain it in that video. On top of that, you're going to be using Juju Chill. Just bring around 5. If you expect to wipe more than 5 times on Safarian, bring more. And that is it. How to change this Weakaura? You go to the /WA, you go to raid consumes, and we can now start having a look at it. What you're going to do is you're going to open it here, and you can then see the caption text, and you can change that here if you want to. Consume items is the first list, the normal consumes. You can expand it here so it's easier to look at, and then you can just change it however you like. So for instance, blessed sunfruit, if you need more than 10, bring 20 then. The left thing here is the item ID of the item you want to insert, and then this is the amount of the item you want, and then the name of it. And you can add more, just do the exact same format as it is right now. The same applies to Naxxramas, you see over here, and you can just add it however you feel like. The next Weakaura we're going to have a look at, if you're using holy water reminder is quite neat. Basically what it does is it shows a logo wherever you want to put it on the screen, and it tells you when there's less than 5 seconds left on cooldown on Shredham holy water, and hopefully this will remember you to throw that holy water when it gets off cooldown. You can also change it so it shows dense dynamite if you'd like that. Change it right here, Shredham holy water, and change it down here as well. Anyways, moving on to the third Weakaura, we have Tems Naxxramas pack. This is a pack. Tems has made nice packs for Black Mirror, AQ40, and now for Naxxramas. I've been using them the entire time. I can definitely recommend them. They are simple and easy to use. Basically, they will show you an icon depending on what fight you're on, and it will tell you what to do. This will help you, and it's just very simple. The fourth one we are going to have a look at is Thaddius. It's a boss in Naxxramas if you haven't been in there before. When you kill the 2 dudes and you engage Thaddius, you're going to get a polarity, basically negative or positive, and this will help you guide you where to go, on which side you're supposed to stand on when you are on the fight, in case you get confused or something like that. It is rather simple, but just in case, I thought I'd mention this one. The next one is for Loatheb. Loatheb, you will be using some consumes to stay alive, and basically this Weakauras is a rotation on what to use for Loatheb. In this case, you will pre-pot a Shadow Protection Potion. The second consumer you're going to be using is nothing, and then third you're going to use Bandage. Fourth, you're going to use Healthstone or Ripper Root Super. I think you can actually use them both at the same time. They do not share cooldown together. And fifth, you're going to use a Greater Shadow Protection Potion and Bandage. And 6 nothing, and 7 bandage. So this is basically just a reminder so you stay alive on the boss. The next one is a little bit more complicated. This is a Itemrack switcher, so it requires you to have the add-on Itemrack. I assume most of you have it already, but I can definitely recommend getting if you don't have it. What this add-on does is basically it on mouse over or target, however you please, it will swap your Itemrack sets pre and post combat. So the simple way of using it is, this is the default settings. So your boss DPS gear will be called boss. I've changed mine as well. With of course 6% hit if you have minimum 305 weapon skill with both weapons. And for trash, as you can see, post combat set, it's called 5 hit. The reason for this is trash is, most of it at least, is level 62. So you only need 5% hit if you have 305 weapon skill with both weapons. So in my case, I've changed one item. It is of course I have a car. As you can see, I have 6% with Onyxia Tooth Pendant, and with I have a car I have 5%, but I get more attack power by doing this on trash. You can swap this however you like, so the triggered swaps from target to mouse over, or you can disable it all entirely. I just leave it on and I'll test it this coming week in my first Naxxramas, see how it works. And then I'll make my changes. A nice thing to remember is also on Zephyrion, however you want to say that. You have a Frost Rest set called the exact same name as it is in the boxes here. Otherwise it won't work. When you summon into Zephyrion's lair, it will change to Frost Rest gear. And this is basically just a nice little trick so you don't forget to change to your Frost Rest gear. The Weakauras mentions here, at level 63, Transformers require the same hit cap as bosses. So for the level 63 mobs inside Naxxramas, it will swap if you activate it to your boss gear instead of the 5 hits, so you do not miss your yellow attacks. There is some more things you can do here. It is enable set switches for custom NPCs and adaptive sets. What they do is right here. If you want to enable switches for custom NPCs and or equip different Itemrack sets depending on how many players of the class are in your raid. If you want to have a look at that, go ahead. I'm sticking to the basics here, and hopefully this will improve my trash DPS by getting a little bit more attack power from my neck. Hopefully I can improve my gear even further when I get some more pieces. A thing you can also do is, for instance, for a boss like Patchwork, you can make a third DPS set, basically a more squishy one. In my case, that would be using Lionheart's Helm together with Conqueror's Shoulders. I would lose more HP, but I would get more stats and more hit, which would be quite neat. I might even do this. But again, remember to just make the set names the correct names you put in here. So for instance, if we want to do one for Patchwork, we can do Squishy. We can call it Squishy, and we can make a set over here that is called Squishy. And then it's going to swap on mouse or on Patchwork. Pre-combat. You remember, it's pre-combat. You need to swap before you enter the fight, right? Anyways, I hope these Weakauras are going to help you. I will try to update you on new Weakauras or add-ons that can help you to progress through Naxxramas. I will not be making videos every time I get a new one though, so join my Discord. Make sure to stay up to date. If you have any questions or the like, feel free to throw me a comment down below. A sub and a like would also be greatly appreciated. It really helps my channel growing. I do also stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 PM Copenhagen time. If you want to chat or just chill, come and hang with me. Anyways, as always, have a damn great day.